Hey guys, how's it going? So, we have some technical difficulties, unfortunately. I was gonna go a leap straight into Delta Force, but I don't know if you guys can notice this in the stream. But there's a hell of a lot of lag going on YouTube at the moment. It's weird, right? Because the Twitch side of things looks to be perfect, but YouTube stream is dropping, like, at the moment it says 25% of all of the frames, which means essentially a quarter of the stream should be freezing for you guys, and I think it's YouTube's servers are on the blink. So what I'm going to have to do is restart the stream and change from one server to another. It's really weird though, because normally YouTube servers don't do this. They're generally pretty good. So this is actually, I think, the first time I'm ever going to have to do it. It's happened with Twitch before though in the past. So yeah, it's weird streaming on YouTube. I think the way it's going to have to work is I'll have to create essentially a new video, because streams here just kind of work like that. You can't just go offline and then back online. You have to create a whole new video. So that's probably what I'm going to have to do. So anybody who's watching will have to switch over to that one. Anyway, I'll be right back, guys. Hopefully I can resolve this pretty quickly, but just give me a couple of minutes here. Okay, I think it's working well now. Everything's looking pretty solid on my end here. I gotta try and actually find the right stream though. I don't know how this is working now. Oh, YouTube, why do you gotta be so complicated? Okay, here we go. I think I found it. Okay, sweet. Yeah. Are we on? Yeah, okay. We're back. We are back in business, guys. So, apparently I was wrong. I didn't have to create a new video. You can just stop the stream and restart it within the same video, which is good to know. Yeah, it was definitely the server. I just switched to YouTube's backup server, and this seems to be way more stable now. So, awesome. Good stuff. So, guys, Delta Force is here. We're going to be giving it another try. Obviously, I played a bunch of Delta Force, you know, way back when they had the alpha test. So it's going to be interesting to see what's new. I'm not sure if there is going to be, like, a whole lot of new stuff. I've been looking at Reddit today, and you know, just while I was at work, I checked out the Delta Force subreddit here, and I noticed people sort of saying, is this just the alpha build? Like, this guy says, I'm a bit underwhelmed. You know, I wanted to go in sort of with, like, my expectations in check, I suppose. And he says, you know, the alpha was indeed an alpha, and lots of changes were to be made. So far, I've noticed none whatsoever. Even the bugs where certain settings are reset every time you restart the game, yada, yada, yada. So I guess most of us thought that this was going to be a different build than the one that we got in the alpha. That appears that it's not the case. I think what they're just doing is, because there was a lot of people who didn't get access to the game in the alpha build, they're basically just opening it up for everybody. Which begs the question, why didn't they just open up the alpha to everyone in the first place, instead of just giving it like a demo week here on Steam Next Fest? They could have easily done that. But yeah, either way, go away, dancing lady. We're going to give this a whirl here and see what is new. Hopefully there's going to be like some new weapons and stuff like that. Maybe a new map coming. I know that during the alpha test, they did put out some new content. They were pretty good with releasing new content for the game on a regular cadence, even though it was an alpha test. How long I think it lasted quite a while. It was like a couple of months at least. Let me go and agree to everything here in the launcher. Just booting the game up. So I've got a notepad file, and I am going to be jotting down sort of my thoughts and feelings on the game so far, you know, things that still need to be fixed. Obviously, there were some issues with it that I had in the alpha test, like the AI was there. I really want them to be removed from the game, or at the very least for them to have a tag at the end, so I'm kind of interested to see if that's the case. The vehicles weren't great at all. To be honest, it's only been, what, like a month since the alpha test ended, so I'm not expecting them to have worked wonders in that amount of time, but yeah. I'm not sure if my chat is working anymore. Like, since I restarted the stream, I don't see any chat. But it could just be that nobody's saying anything. Let me just refresh this here. Oh, there we go. I see you, Mr. Fire Ghost. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been somewhat inactive for a while. You know, I've just kind of been playing some other games, man. Like while waiting for Battlefield news, really. You know, I suppose I could clutch at straws and make Battlefield videos on just anything and everything, but I kind of look at the downtime between Battlefield games as a bit of an opportunity for me to maybe just play some of the games, take a little bit of a content creation break, if you will. But I'm definitely going to be playing Delta Force, and then of course once the next Battlefield game comes out, my life will once again be sort of consumed by Battlefield, so then I won't have time for playing any other games. Anywho, so we've got this rank system here, which, oh, apparently you can't click on this now. It says the road, promotion road unlocks at Operation 6. Operation 6? So what does that mean? Operator level 6? Let's check the loadouts here. See if there's anything new in here. Wait a minute. Do we have all of this stuff unlocked? Like, oh, dude, yeah, they've actually unlocked all of the weapons. So in the alpha test, you had to rank up and unlock a lot of this stuff, but now it seems like they're just giving us everything. So do we have any attachments though? Well, it's been a while since I played this game, so I'm like, okay, well, there's no attachments. Oh, wait a minute. We do have some optics. Got the reflex and a couple of hollow sights. What do I actually want to go with here? Can't remember even what I was... I remember I was using the M416 a lot. Oh, we do have some stock. So they're giving you some things to begin with here. Let's go for accuracy. Was it? Yeah, accuracy, the more concentrated shots are one fire from the hip. Yeah, so accuracy is actually not great. It sounds really good, like it's going to make your ADS sensitivity more accurate. But in this game, accuracy actually just means hip fire accuracy, which is terrible. So you don't want to go for accuracy instead. You want to go for handling. Control's pretty good as well. So, yeah, we actually don't want that one. We want to take this one instead. What about the grips here? Handling, control. Let's go for control there, because this thing's kind of a beast with a high rate of fire. Yo, Hessel, what up, dude? Streaming on the evening I have evening school. Oh, well, I might be streaming tomorrow as well, Hessel. I'm going to try... I know I said this a million times. I keep saying this. I'm like, I'm going to stream every day. And then within 2 days, I just disappear for a week. I know, I'm terrible. But what I've decided is I'm going to try and stream... Like, this is going to be my system, right? I go to work... Straight from work to the gym. Straight from the gym, home, boot up the stream. Even if it's only for an hour, if I only have 1 hour to stream, I think that's better than doing nothing. And that way, if people like yourself, Hessel, can't make it one day, hey, you can make it the next day. I think that's better, right, than having like a longer 3-4 hour stream and then maybe some people can't come along and they just kind of miss it and whatever. So, yeah. Anyway, they're sort of starting us off here with, like, not a lot to go on. This is going to give us more control. The real dilemma is, do you go for control or do you go for handling? Because handling is your, like, sprint to fire times, ADS speeds and stuff. I'm going to go kind of a bit more all in on the control there. And then there is a way you can save your loadouts. It's here, right? Save custom one. I gotta say, I find the gun customization in this game a little bit complicated. Like, there's so many screens to click through. You actually have to think about what you're doing. Okay, ammo crate. I don't think we really need the ammo crate, so let's go with the med crate there for this dude. And then let's set up our assault specialist. Oh, we don't have Viren. We do have this guy here, Uluru, which is basically male Liz. Is this an open beta radioactive toast? It is indeed. It's just, if you go search for Delta Force on Steam, it's essentially a demo. They're calling it a demo. It's really more like an open beta, though, because this is not the release build of the game. I think this is essentially going to be the same build that most of people played during the alpha test. From what people have said, there's not really anything too different here. And then, you know, I can only expect that the early access build of the game that comes out whenever they decide to release the game at the end of this year or at the start of next year, that's going to be a different build. Right, the M416. This thing was an absolute beast. Let's actually go ahead and modify it, though. It would be nice if here on the like, without having to click into each of these categories and say, okay, like, for example, I have a barrel here that I can select, but there's no way of me knowing that I have one attachment available here. So there's so many attachments, you have to click through every single one. So this gives me more control and less accuracy. We don't really care about that. Less handling. Let's try it. I was using a lot of handling in the old build, but it really is hard to hit those shots at ranges. Stability, control. Wait a minute. This gives me 4 control for no penalties. Let's take that. The worst thing is we don't have any magazines, right? Yeah, we got the regular 30 round mag. Also don't have, I think this one here, the mini red dot sight is very good. Oh, this is the one, the panoramic red dot sight. This was my go-to. So we'll have to make an effort to unlock that one. Stocks here, handling and accuracy, control, let's go for that. And we do have some grips here as well. Let's just go full control and see what that does for us. You do get canted iron sights as well there, but obviously we don't have any of those unlocked. So then we're going to go, you click modify, go to loadout, and then save custom one. It would also be nice if there's a way that once you save the custom loadout, you can go back to that custom loadout and then change the attachments on it without having to click on save again. I think there's definitely, like, I like the depth of the gun customization, but it is just a little bit sort of weird and confusing and convoluted, I think. The G18, that's a full auto, right? Yeah, 1172 RPM. Yes, please. I don't think we've got anything for this one. Also, another thing, I know I'm picking at straws. Not picking at straws. I'm, what do you call it? Nitpicking, rather. But, God, when you've got to go in 10 bazillion different menus to get the attachments, and you come out of the menu, and you've got to sit through this little animation of the line going out, that's so annoying to me. Like, can we not just have it instant? So, you know, like, they change the camera of where it's looking at the gun when you click in here, which, I get it, it looks cool, it looks flashy, but I would honestly just prefer it if you could turn that off, and I come out of here and boom, I click on the next one. Because that shit's going to get annoying after a while, whereas the flashy camera angle panning around the weapon, nobody's going to care about that pretty soon. Oi, oi, Lideus, welcome, mate. Cheers for the subscribe, buddy. How's life in Norway? Are you putting up with Torbis all right? We're gonna go with the healing syringe here. I think that's a given. Okay, I think we're ready, boys and girls. Let's just jump in here. We can't play rank, so. Oh, you just got back. Oh well, welcome home to the welcome back to the colder. I would wager in Finland, right? No, you're right. Yeah, Jace. There's no controller support yet, man, which is a shame. They're only going to bring that out once they bring the console version of the game, which is presumably going to be sometime after the PC version and the mobile version launch next year, I guess. So I suppose controller support sort of goes hand in hand with console support. The thing that annoys me the most is the fact you have to double... you have tactical, sprint, and sprint, so if you want to sprint properly, you have to double-click a key. I mean, it's the same in Battlefield 2042, though, right, Stunley? That's a thing there. So... Wait, what? Okay, yeah. That's the right weapon. Cool. Let's hop on a boat. But I think in most games you can turn that off, though, so it's called always tactical sprint, so that when you press shift, you just sprint.
You have new objectives. Capture the next sector.
It's reset all of my settings, but so because this is a different build of the game, it's not detected any of my settings, and I really cannot remember what I have my video settings at, guys. Just setting the sound for you so I don't blast your ears out and you can actually hear me. So at the moment I've got all of the settings on... Well, it says custom at the top there, but it's actually extreme. I've just turned off DLSS, obviously, because we don't want that. I have seen something that I do need to change. The minimap is not rotating, and it's very confusing. Oh my god, I also don't have hold for ADS. So we're going to have to change that whenever we get the opportunity. And this vantage point is nice. Oh, run! Oh! Okay. Wait a minute, maybe we can get right. Is there anyone around? Are those? No, there's no medics there, right? Okay, 1 second. I gotta find this option here. Settings. I think it was in some really weird place. Key. I think it was in the key bindings. Yeah. It's here. It's there. So for anybody who's like, where is the toggle? Normally it's just in the gameplay and it's toggle ADS. You also have to go to your combat, controls and combat, come to the key bindings, and it's there. You got to change that to hold. And then, is it gameplay here? Looking for minimap. An accessibility option would be nice, wouldn't it? Screen. Rotating perspective. There we go. Okay, sorted. Oh, it's about the same temperature there, man? Oh. Yeah, it's pretty cold here in Iceland. It's -4 at the moment. The world chat, were they going wild, Kisser? I didn't notice that. Now, let's not use our syringe. Oh, wait, we might want to use it now. Wait a minute. Where is my syringe? What is it on? It's on 4? Oh, it's 4. Okay, I thought it was 5. I guess 5s are calling. Yeah, vehicle jobs and stuff, right? It's all coming back to me. It's been a while since I played this game, but yeah. Cool. Oh! Damn. That guy got me good. Woody 420 German. This is such an open place, though, here. Oh, my God.
We have just commenced our assault.
I didn't want to do that. Oh, the key bindings in this game are so weird. Like, you've got your abilities on, like, V, and then there's, like, one of them's on X. Like, what is even happening? We've got a lot of people just kind of prodding the grass up here. I think I'm gonna go somewhere else. Can you jump right in with the same launcher as the alpha test? I don't think so, Taft. No, it's called, if you go and download it on Steam, it's called like Delta Force Demo. Whereas I think the other one was like a different client. I mean, I still had to download the launcher. Like it popped up when I launched the game now. But I don't know if it's gonna work if you still have it downloaded. Maybe worth a shot though. I mean, why not, right? If you've already got it downloaded.
Capture those and secure the sector.
I have to say, I think this map in particular, so this map is called Ascension. This was in the alpha, and I think it really needs some balancing because, I mean, this beach in particular, there is just it's very difficult to push up here. It's essentially like D-Day, isn't it? I guess that's what they're going for, and that's a cool vibe, but I feel like they need maybe a little bit more cover. Oh god, there's so many guys. Like, you see what I mean? It's really, really hard to get over there without checking every single part of this hill. And then you've got that huge hill in the background there as well.
Allies engaging at Alpha 1.
I wonder if the vehicles still feel like toys. I would expect so, Sherry, yeah. I mean, it's only been 1 month, maybe a little bit more than a month since the alpha test ended. So this, you know, it takes time to compile a build and upload it. So I would fully expect this to be basically the same build, really. Especially since, from what people have said. I think I need to stop running around so much, guys. Because everybody else is kind of just sat on a hillside, sat in a little crevice in a rock somewhere. And they're picking me off. He says as he goes running. I want to get back to my teammates here. No, please. Okay, let's use our zoomy legs here. These are quite nice. You can sprint around like crazy, but I really need to get healed up first. Maybe we go try and flank around this right side. Oh, we can see everybody now. The wall hacks are still here then. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wall hacks are ever present. Okay, so we're kind of coming up on the next sector here. I actually didn't bother checking what game modes they have because they started off with it's not called Breakthrough, but it's essentially Breakthrough in Battlefield. And that's what we're playing at the moment, where you've got to take sectors. But then they also introduced a Conquest-like mode towards the end of the alpha test, so I'm not sure if those are actually in there at the moment. This is only going to be available for 1 week. What is that? Is that a tank? Oh shit, dude. You also get this grenade launcher thingy. Oh, nice. Got a kill with it. Jolly good. I don't think anybody's going to be playing engineer, so... Oh. That tank is just having a field day out there. In fact, what I think I need to do is try to get a tank myself and take him all that way. Was I born in Iceland? No, I was born in the UK, man. I moved to Iceland when I was 18. Okay, tank is here. There's an assault helicopter as well. Somebody has that. Never mind, it's just gone down. So I don't... Oh, there's a tank, yeah. We really need this guy to, like... He's on the left side of the map here, but we really need him to actually push up on the right and take out the enemy tank. Doesn't look like much has changed. No, it doesn't, does it? Also, let's take a look at the scoreboard if I can find like a safe spot here. Yeah, so okay, could be that this game is full of players, but there were bots, there were AI bots in the alpha test, and they're not marked. So if you see a player who's kind of just like derping around and they look like they might be a bot, especially if they have a name that ends excuse me, that ends in TTV, it's almost certainly a bot. Is there any of those, actually? Do you guys see any TTV names? I don't see one. Oh, there's Tyson TV at the top there, but not TTV. So maybe they just removed the TTV tags because it was kind of obvious. What is this here? 40mm shotgun cartridge. Oh, this is like the canister shotgun. Oh. I turned all of these down, but I actually find that it's way too low now. Okay, that's weird. I turned the sensitivity up on that thing, but did it even save? Okay. Yeah, it felt like it didn't go up at all. Maybe that was just the maximum turning speed. Okay, tank is dead. 60 seconds. I say we wait for the tank. Let's wait for the tank and try and make this work. I can read some of your guys' comments for a sec. This map reminds me of the top part of Breakaway from 2042. Yeah. Yeah, kind of. Except for the big... It's because of the huge crevasse, right? Down the middle of it. Wish this could have had controller support because my hands are going to be hurting. Oh, does it hurt your hands to use mouse keyboard? The terrain favors a team that has the height advantage. Yeah, I mean, they are defending, so that's how it's supposed to be, you know, but I think there is a big defender's advantage. And it may be a little bit too strong, whereby the attackers just have too hard a time winning this one. Man, the PP-29 at the launch of Battlefield 2042, never mind at the launch, it's still really good now. Oh, dude, somebody else got a tank. Somebody else was camping there alongside me. Or spamming, rather.
Allies engaging at Bravo 2. Take your new objective. Push them out once more.
Smokescreen support ready.
Enders? Any new maps? I think you're confusing me with somebody else. Okay, there's a sniper over there. I think you got the wrong YouTuber, dude.
We are attacking Bravo 1.
Let's put our legs on. Here we go down here.
Bravo 2 has been neutralized.
Jeez, man. Have some grenades. Oh! Oh, wow, this smoke grenade didn't go as far as I thought it would. It just kind of plopped on the rock there. That's embarrassing. Okay, time to run down here.
Allied troops attacking Bravo 1.
And get killed. That's the problem if you don't have any handling as well. You can't really just stop and, like, draw your gun. But I'm looking forward to getting some more attachments for this weapon. This really is the kind of game where you need to get a full array of attachments for a weapon, and then you can really customize it the way that you want to have it.
Once more.
This is like a pretty nice set of windows around here, though, isn't it? Like, talk about a head glitch. I will say this game, like the explosions, they look pretty tasty, don't they? Not much of a fan of the visual recoil, though. It's a little bit misleading. I don't think there actually is that much recoil on the weapon. No, that's great. I thought it was a soldier. How many points do we have here? What do we need for a... Okay, we need like 6k for a mortar. Also, you know, the bots, they kind of just beam you across the map a lot of the time. Because they're bots, they just know... They know where you are, right, at all times. They have like a 360 vision around them. So sometimes if you get killed by somebody and it's... Like, they have no way of knowing that you were there, you're not spotted, you peek, and they just instantly snap around and start shooting you. You can be certain that's a bot. Like, I really don't understand why they don't simply state... like they do in Battlefield 2042. If it's an AI bot, like if you want to have bots in the game, fair enough. That's you're the developers, that's your gameplay decision to do that. Personally, I prefer to just not have them and just have fewer players in there, but whatever. But at the very least, you've got to tag them. And then you just know, you know, you're not calling out a real player for being a bot when he's not. And, you know, the opposite is true as well. I don't really see the rationale of not doing it. Are they trying to make us think like that there's more players playing the game than there actually are? Like, I don't really get it.
Our forces are moving to attack.
Can't wait till I get an extended magazine as well. Oh! What was that? Did I just get like a Predator missile dropped on my noggin? I guess so. It didn't see kill anybody else in the kill feed though. Just me. Only me. Whoa! Did not see you there, sir. Can I spot this guy? He's there. He's there! Oh, dude, revive me. Okay, I guess he's a little busy. Yeah, definitely radioactive toast. Gives you Iwo Jima vibes there too. Tank, 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 tank. Okay, let's go tank, guys.
Take your new objective. Push them
Okay, what do we got? X, smoke. G, repairs. Oh, shit. That's not how we switch weapon. F, not switch weapon, guys. F is exit vehicle. 2 is light machine gun, AP shell. Okay, cool. Where's the other tank? Where's the enemy tank? I don't see him. We need to get a nice vantage point. Kind of high ground-ish, but somewhere where we can actually pillar. Did you see that RPG? I took the damage from the RPG there, like, way before it actually hit me.
Bravo 2, under attack by the enemy.
Is that supposed to be indicative of, like, real life? Oh, this guy knows what's up. He's pillaring hard over there. I think. Oh, a little bit higher. I think we can hit him.
Neutralized objective Bravo 1.
Okay, he's busy with the attack helicopter. Let's go for him. Try not and get out of bounds though. Can we stay up on this cliff edge? Yeah, we can. Very good. Okay. There's nobody in there, but... Oh, dude. There is somebody in this one.
Artillery ready for barrage.
Cruise missiles inbound. Targets will be neutralized.
Oh, the tank's simmy now. Great. Okay, one more maybe. Damn it.
We must break through enemy lines. This is
Oh, this thing turns like a tin of sardines. This is nothing like the Battlefield 2042 tank. Battlefield 2042 tanks are like zoomy. I should have finished that tank when I had the chance, shouldn't I? Instead, I went for the
push them out once more.
juicier target. Oh well, you live and you learn.
Hostiles attacking objective Bravo 1.
Damn, I just got a bunch of XP there. Was that for capping a zone, I think? No, Cosmonaut. The vehicle gameplay has... As far as I can tell, I haven't hopped in a helicopter yet, which for me is going to be the main test. It seems to be exactly the same. So, pretty arcadey. More like Call of Duty, I'd say, than like Battlefield. Yo, Max! Welcome in, man. Thanks for the sub, dude. Always appreciated.
Delta Draugr is back, Ghost 18 sip.
He is indeed. I don't know if they've improved performance. I mean, I haven't really been keeping an eye on my frame rate counter there in the top right, but feels pretty smooth at least. So after this round, guys, let's switch and see if we can actually go Conquest.
We are past the halfway point.
Because you guys know me, I've never been a massive breakthrough player anyway.
Take your new objective. Push them out once
So there's a zip line over here. The longest zip line I think I've ever been on in any game. Which is kind of cool, but leaves you very open to being shot. I don't think the, well, I'm hoping the enemy can't get any sort of angle where they can shoot you. I hope this is out of bounds up there for them, so they can't just stand on the edge and shoot you as you come up. Okay, let's throw smoke in there, because I remember they always try to snipe you through that. Do I dare switch from my weapon? Am I spotted? Oh, you little... That was some nasty position, wasn't it? Prone in the rocks. I can't really spot him. Oh, wait, am I getting... No! Oh, he almost made it. Like, I feel like I'm the only one who knows where that guy is, so I have to take him out. The HUD and the UI looks neater than Battlefield 2042. Yeah, I'd agree with you there, Windspring. Windspring. I don't think Battlefield 2042 has ever had that great of a UI. Wait, can we...
Max 1389 Payne asked me, why is Ghost so bad at this game?
It's only my first round, man.
Not everyone can be a master Ghost. Gaming GGG, like all players, has strengths and weaknesses. Perhaps they're experimenting with new strategies or just having an off day.
Exactly.
It's a reminder that even seasoned players can falter.
See, David knows what's up.
The beauty of gaming lies in its unpredictability, and sometimes that's what makes it all the more entertaining to watch.
I'm having an off day. Well, not anymore, I'm not. Now I'm taking names with this thing. We're on 6%. Help! No. Damn it, couldn't get out in time. I pressed E there. It's my Battlefield muscle memory coming back. It's really confusing that you can't have E for exit vehicle in this game because Q and E are lean. You can actually lean in this game, which reminds me I should totally be leaning more than I am, because that's really, really good for head glitching around walls and whatnot.
Take your new objective. Push them out once more.
Oh, let's go a little lag there or something. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know how that guy got me so quickly.
Allied troops attacking Charlie 2.
Wait a minute. Maybe this guy's getting me. So what are the new updates, Chunkimus? I'm not sure that there are any. I'm still experimenting. I'm still checking out game modes, checking out maps. Maybe there's some new maps. I couldn't really tell you. I will say this. I can't comment on like the extraction mode because I'd never played it. Oh, wait. He's coming. So I don't know what's new and what's not there. But I suspect that this is the almost exactly the same build that we had in the alpha test. And they've essentially just made it available to everybody. Why they didn't just make it available to everyone, you know, earlier on, who knows?
We have neutralized objective Charlie 2.
Not David roasting you and having your back at the same time. Imagine getting roasted by David Attenborough, man. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. That has to hurt. The nicest man alive, as far as we know. Maybe he's got some secrets. Yeah, get that guy. Get him. Or her. So the movement speed on this thing, the mouse sense, is way, way higher than the other vehicle I was in, so I think it just depends on the vehicle. It could maybe even do with going up a little bit higher than the default, just so you can kind of spin around. And yeah, there's definitely a limit as to how quickly you can turn the turret. So this is not like Battlefield 4. Man, those grenades from the assault character here, they do so much damage to the vehicles. It's almost as good as playing an engineer. Oh, damn.
Break out of this hell.
I'm also completely unaware whether they've made any changes to weapons, you know, nerfed weapons, buffed weapons. Probably not. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that everything is the same. Let's try and nade in there. There's another guy there. Be careful. Be careful, Mr. Medic. Yeah, this last objective here. This isn't even the last set of objectives, guys. There's also a mountainside one, which is pretty cool. So it's a shame that you don't get to see them if you haven't already. But it's just really hard, like, to take these. Yeah.
Attention all units. We have
GG's.
failed to take the designated sectors. Mission is a failure. Fall back.
Mission is a failure, man. So Hazard Zone Extraction got a new map where Havoc Warfare modes didn't. Oh, really, Fluffy? Huh. That's... What's the new map called, then? Because I know that they got a map... There was one map out, I believe, for Hazard Operations, and then sometime during the alpha test, they released a second map. So are you saying that there's like a third one now? The tanking tells me that the vehicles lack big punch, maybe hard to describe. I mean, the vehicles are powerful. You know, I can tell you from playing the alpha test, once you unlock the HE cannon, and they do so much splash to the infantry, they are very, very powerful. You don't need to worry about that. It's more like, for me, the control of the vehicle. Same thing with the attack helicopter. The attack helicopter has a decent amount of power there. It's just that the control... So, think about Battlefield 2042. The vehicles have been improved there, but when that game came out, it was essentially considered to be one of the worst Battlefield games. Well, obviously, but specifically in terms of vehicle gameplay, right? If you look at Battlefield 4, compare the vehicle play in that game to 2042, it was just like a massive downgrade. Now consider this game. This has so much worse vehicle control than Battlefield 2042 does, especially since that game has been improved a lot. So that's really saying something to me. I don't know if they really care to improve it, but to me, it feels like this. It feels almost like they said, okay, we want to make a Battlefield mode, so we need vehicles, right? So they're like a must if we want to have a Battlefield mode. Okay, let's put vehicles in the game. But then, like, how they perform, like, they've made them look flashy, right? Like, the models look good, the explosions look good, but how they are to handle, they just don't feel fun to use. But they are also wildly overpowered. You can sit back on one side of that Ascension map specifically and just send it, man. You can spam and kill so many infantry players. Doesn't matter if you're in the IFV, even the AA is pretty good for it as well. So yeah, I don't know. It sort of feels like they've gone the Call of Duty route where, what was that game mode, Ground War, where they just sort of put in vehicles for like the sake of having them. Okay, so annoying. Capture is conquest here, but they've gated it behind rank 4. Then we've got another mode here called Flash. I'm not certain what that is. Lightning Operation All-Out Assault is imminent. And then there's this one called Assault, which I actually did play in the alpha test. Wings Cut Endless Doomsday. I think a lot of the translations here from Chinese to English are kind of weird. I think they try to say things that would, like, sound cool, that they think sounds cool in English, or is a way in which English or Americans or whatever would speak, but then it just doesn't work. So you're going to find a lot of quirky, strange translations in this game. But Assault is, for all intents and purposes, Conquest Assault from Battlefield. So you start with an attacking team who don't have any flags. There's a defending team that has like 5 flags, and the attacking team have to move in, take all the flags. It was pretty decent. There was no vehicles in it, so it was like an infantry style mode, but it was, you know, it was enjoyable. So we just hit rank 2 here. We can't get ranked until operator level 6, which is kind of, again, here you can see it says it unlocks at operation 6, but I'm almost 100% certain what they're trying to say is operator level 6. But I'm not going to judge them too harshly for that. If I was trying to do this in Chinese, I mean, God knows, it wouldn't turn out well. So we got some goodies here, actually. Let's claim this stuff. Okay, cool. Give me my stuff. Okay, sorry. I cannot be bothered to read this. It's like... Oh, this is actually kind of interesting, though. There is some, like, challenge here where you get, like, Mandel bricks. I think there's also Twitch drops at the moment. I have Twitch drops enabled, so any of you guys watching there may be eligible for something. I probably should have, like, Googled this beforehand. But yeah, apparently there's going to be some kind of challenges and stuff. You guys can read this for yourself either way whenever you get these. But these things are important to claim. So whenever you see a little yellow exclamation mark like this, you want to click on it. And here you can see I've got a bunch of weapon experience tokens. And these are really what you're going to want to use in order to level up your guns. This advanced pack here, this is, I believe, all gear for the extraction mode, hazard operations. So yeah, you come to this one, and you've got a bunch of challenges. Again, I think this is like, it's too much, it's too complicated, there's too many trees. So you go to recruit, there's one here, one tree for like all modes. Like you go claim this thing, and you're like, okay, cool, what is it? What does it do? I have no idea. Okay, let's go to the next tree. Havoc Warfare. And here you've got like daily quests, right? And we've done all of these, so then you're going to claim these things. And doing these will give you basically experience points or battle points or whatever you want to call it on this tree. And as you make your way along this tree here, or this progression line, you unlock more and more of these boosters. And as you get all the way to the end, you will be extremely happy to notice that you can get a pink QBZ skin, which I think I'm pretty secure and confident in saying that that is something we all want, right, guys? So, I don't know what happened there. I just scrolled my wheel and it went off. So then you got to remember to claim these things here. It's very easy to just not find this or not bother thinking about it. These are retroactive as well, by the way. So if you come into the game and it's like day 3 and you're like, oh shit, I didn't play on day 1. Have I missed the dailies? No, you can go back and you can complete them and claim them there. So then you've got Tactical Turmoil. This is the extraction mode, right? It's actually called Hazard Operations, but in-game, it's listed as Tactical Turmoil, I believe. So it seems they can't really decide on what they want to call it. Just like with the name of the game, it was originally called Delta Force Hawk Ops, and then they switched it to just Delta Force. And then if we come in daily here, we've got more progression tracks. So here you've got daily quests for the extraction mode, Tactical Turmoil, which obviously we're not going to do because, well, I haven't played any of it. And then you've got more daily stuff you can claim here. So move 500 meters. There we get another XP token. I do like this, though. I wish Battlefield 2042 would have this where you can actually cycle. So this one here, deploy a respawn beacon and have a squad mate trigger it one time. Maybe I just don't want to play Recon. Well, then I can just cycle it like that, and now it says rescue 10 squad mates, which I kind of regret now because that sounds way harder. But you get the point. You can cycle these, I think it's, 3 times. So we've got 2 more attempts. And then if you get all of these, you get 2 more of these tokens. So, long story short, you don't really have to think about it too much. Just click down here, and then whenever there's a shiny button, you just click on that, and give me the stuff, game. Especially in this test, because none of this stuff, except for maybe a couple of skins, are going to carry over to the actual release of the game. But then you can go here into modify, and do we go? Yeah, you go to progression, and then you click upgrade. And now you can just select all of these boosters, and look at that. It's going to boost this weapon from level 6 to 74, which I think is close to being the maximum. And I know this is a pretty good gun. Let me just double check I have the right gun. Yes, it is the M4A1. Excellent. So I'm just going to do that. And okay, yeah, it's actually maxed out. So we got everything. It's really weird to me that you're like, oh man, this gun has like 74 levels, like you're going to be grinding slow to get through them. No, you just apply a bunch of boosters and you get everything. Maybe they're going to nerf the amount of XP for them once the actual game is out. But it's nice. So then you can go modify, and now we can actually set up a decent weapon here. When does it hit consoles, Dark? It's not been announced yet. I mean, we don't even know the PC release date. So who bloody knows? But all I know is the console version is coming after PC, unfortunately. And that they are working on it. And I think, like, they're pretty far ahead in it, I think. So, Ranger handguards. Let's go slap these on. Let me... Yeah, that's better. Now you guys can actually see what I'm doing here. These are all good because they give you 1 control each. And they don't have any penalties, so it's kind of a no-brainer. The lasers all take away from your handling, so we're just going to skip that. 4 grips. Definitely want one of these. You're going to notice as well, there's a lot of attachments in this game. I think I generally went for that one. The RK0. And like, you know, for example, these two here, they do the same thing, right? They each give you 4 to control, so this is simply an aesthetic choice. Oh, this one also gives you +6 control. What do I need? I mean, control is essentially like the recoil control. Handling, it's going to give me like less sprint to fire time, but I think that's okay. What does stability actually do? It is kind of nice. You can go down here, click on details, and then you click stability, and it tells you exactly what it does, which I really hope that Battlefield 24, or the next Battlefield game, let's say, has that in. There goes that immersion I was hoping for. Pink skin's already in the game, and it's not even out. Yeah, it's... I mean, they've talked about the skins and said there's not going to be anything, you know, that takes you out, that doesn't fit in the game, basically, this military vibe of the game. And yeah, man, I don't know. Like, do guns with pink skins exist in reality? Yeah. Would they use them in the military? No. You know, that's, anyway, whatever. So, with higher stability, the weapon shakes less during continuous fire, your aiming is less affected by breathing, and you can hold your breath longer, and there is less upward movement when you take hits. So, that is the flinching. When somebody... This is actually super important in this game, because when you flinch, when somebody shoots you, you'll notice most of the firefights where somebody shot me first, I lost a lot of them because there's insane flinching. So stability is pretty important. Control here is just less recoil, and then handling is exactly what you think it is. Faster ADS times, sprint to fire times, that sort of thing. Accuracy sounds super good, but it's actually just hipfire accuracy, so don't bother with that. And then this is a really nice graph as well. Shows you the damage, exactly what range, well, not exactly, I suppose, because we don't have it, you know, we've got, what is this, 25 meters, so I guess this is like, what, 35 meters here that it drops off, and then, I guess that's 60 meters here. It would be nice if you could mouse over, and it says exactly where it is, but I'm not going to take away points from them for that. It's a hell of a lot more effort than DICE put in with Battlefield. So I think we're going to go with that one. We're kind of low on stability, though. This gives you more handling, so that's kind of like a no-brainer. Magazines. I think, actually, the polymer... This is a 30-round mag. 45 extended. So the problem with extended magazines in this game is they do actually give you a pretty massive penalty. The drum mag, 60 rounds is awesome, but it takes away so much handling and so much control that I'm actually going to just try maybe going for the polymer mag, or maybe even this one. The extended magazine here, 45 rounds. But let's try this just so I can get like the absolute best thing. Right, let's go put the panoramic sight on here. My favorite. The barrel. Let's unequip that. So, wow, okay, this gives me 16 control. 9 and 4 stability. So that's actually pretty good there. Yeah, I think the elite long barrel is what you want to go for. A lot less handling and a lot less accuracy, but hopefully we're going to make this kind of a beast. And you can actually put lasers on 3 different parts of the weapon. So you can put it on the Picatinny rail on the top. You also got like 2 side rails. I don't know why you'd want to put 3 lasers on your gun, but you can do that. Yeah, no worries, Mark. See you later, man. Thanks for hanging out as always. Oopsie daisy. Alright, we're almost done, guys. We just got to do the muzzle, really. Wow, 10 to control. That might actually be worth it. Although, you know, we're a little bit low on stability. I think we've got to try that, though. 77 control. Let's just see, like, how this feels to use. Biopod, we don't need one of those. I think we're done. Pretty sure we're done. Another really nice feature of this game, if we go to loadout once again here, we click save, click there, save it in slot 1. Now it's just there. You can click share loadout, and if you click here again, share loadout, and you copy this string, you can just, I could post this in chat for you guys, and then you can come here in your client to the weapon, click on import loadout, paste the string that I posted for you, and as long as you have all the attachments unlocked, it will just import that. So I think that's really, really nice, especially in a game with as complicated, you know, a customization page as this game has. All right, let's go for one more, guys, before I gotta go make dinner. Nice to see the stream is actually not dropping any frames for me though. Vehicles feel really heavy in this game, whereas they don't in Battlefield, which is more realistic but less fun. Yeah, it's true, of course. Tanks aren't going to zoom around. I mean, tanks can be pretty quick going in a line, full pelt, in reality, but they're not super nimble. You're not going to be, you know, maneuvering terribly quickly the same way you do in Battlefield. Oh, wait a minute, helicopter. Let's try the helicopter. But, as we all know, realism doesn't really always equal fun.
You have new objectives. Capture the next sector.
The controls of the heli are also super weird because... Oh, okay, roll is on the mouse. You can also roll with Q and E like this. I think I'll just disable that. And then... Yeah, you can also use shift and control for essentially up and down on the mouse. So what have we got here? Anti-personnel rockets, an air-to-ground missile. And I think they've got an AA somewhere, so I need to be careful. Yeah, the heli feels the same. You'll notice as well when you zoom in, there's like kind of some weird lag. And yeah, okay, it's still doing the same thing as well there. I was waiting for that one. It sort of knocks the helicopter to the right when you go in the cockpit. See there? You see that angle? It's sort of angled to the left. I did not do that. I did not move my mouse at all. I just pressed. In fact, let's just see if I can get it to do it. There. Look. That angle this just happened by itself. I did not move the mouse at all there. So that's a major bug that needs to be fixed. And it's happening even more now. I don't know if it's lag or what is going on with that. But it's very uncomfortable. Let's try and just, like, seat switch these guys. Woo! Am I going down? Oh my god. I think they're going to be getting some RPGs out for me in a second. I don't see anyone, like... Is everybody just dead? No, there's a bunch of people in the game. I guess... Oh, they're all up there now. I forgot we're going to this sector. I guess I've just joined the game that's in progress here. This is actually kind of cool. I like the helicopter, you know, going for the mountain base. It's that kind of Battlefield fantasy, isn't it? There is there is some big recoil low on that cannon, as it should be. The thing is, though, in reality... Oh, no, somebody took the driver's seat.
Smoke screen support ready.
Please don't crush us. I'm having a good time, man. Don't crush us. Oh, no. What are you doing? Oh, my God, he bailed out. He actually bailed out. Instead of actually using our flares that we had. And let me guess, now we don't have a helicopter. Okay, so that's cool. If you keep the... Like in Battlefield, right? If you keep it alive into the sector, you could essentially just stay in the heli right up until the last sector, even though technically your team isn't supposed to get one. Yeah, the test this week is open to everybody. You just go on Steam, man, and look up Delta Force, and it should say download demo, I think. Okay, let's see how this gun does now. Oh, it's better, I think. Definitely a lot easier to control, but you really do need to make sure that you're ADSing like before, because, you know, the handling's that bad that you're not going to be able to sneak up on anybody. The shady pilot was named The Rock. Yeah, man, he did not stand up to the name. Let's take the IFV. What have we got in this thing? High explosive shell, anti-tank missile. Yeah, there is another shell you unlock for this. Look at that thing. It looks kind of cool. That's the engineer gadget. It's called a sonic bomb, something like that. It's actually like a drone. Yeah, as I was saying, there's another shell you unlock for this, which is the APF SDS shell, I believe. And it's supposed to be armor-piercing shells against tanks and whatnot, but actually, they're far better against infantry than the high explosive shells, so I don't think they're going to fix that at all. I think it's probably still going to be exactly the same, but we'll find out. I am looking forward to unlocking everything for the vehicles and maybe, you know, maybe doing a little bit of a guide or something on the best loadouts. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Mama. I don't know why it went that way. I swear to God, guys, it's going the opposite direction that I'm steering. Like, when you turn the camera towards the back, it flips. It flips the direction. If you understand what I mean, instead of steering left when you press A and right when you press D, if you look this way, it kind of flips it for some reason. Is this going to come to PS5 as well? Yeah, it definitely will. I just don't know when. They've said that they're going to bring out the PC version first. I believe the mobile version as well. And then the console versions are coming sometime after. We just don't know exactly when. See, it happened again. I'm almost going off. Oh, is it just that rock? It's that rock screwing me over, guys. Okay, it's really flipping all over the place from this terrain. I guess Battlefield isn't the only game with weird vehicle mechanics. You know what? Let's... Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's try and maneuver past this rock. Let's just go straight back. Let's have a poke in here. Because those guys aren't very happy with me at the moment. Is there options to remove screen shake? Some of it, yes. Like motion blur as well and things like that. But a lot of the shake is visual recoil, and no, that can't be removed. You can only reduce it with, well, if you're using a weapon with attachments, you can reduce it. Obviously not for the vehicles, though. Run! Get in there, Mr. Tank. You've got full armor. Go on, man. The real Obama 69. Get in there, son. Oh, there's also an entrance here. Gotta be careful I don't get flanked. Oh, we've got an engineer. Look at that. The Rock! The Rock is actually living up to his name. And he's being mine. Oh, boy. Smoke. That guy's an engineer. Woo! Yeah, you better run, man. Okay, nobody there. Oh, wait a minute. So, are we actually pushing in here? That's the question. You almost choked when I almost went off the cliff. Oh, well, I'm glad somebody cared as much as me. Oh, got ya. Hey! Is that a javelin? Oh, it's a javelin! Oh, snap, dude. Those things do damage. So much damage. Okay, what do we got? We only have the IFV, and it's on cooldown, so... Let's run and gun.
Once more. Soldier, you have neutralized the objective. Good work.
You have neutralized the objective, son.
Just secured sector Charlie. All objectives.
Oh my lord.
Sector is now under our control. Eliminate all remaining.
So many. So many. Yeah, the wall hacks are a little bit OP, aren't they? There's a recon specialist or operator in this game that fires this arrow, and it just pings everybody on the. And look at that. It pings them all, not just for you, like Pike, but for the entire team, which I think is a little bit overpowered, to say the least. I'd like to see that changed.
Capture this last stand and victory is ours.
Artillery ready for barrage.
I thought there was a guy down there. Okay, let's try and hit the zip line. Are we gonna die when we go? Oh, we're so dead. We're so gonna die. Oh my lord. Oh, the control! No! The control of this thing is so good, actually. You can just tell when I was trying to get, like, I didn't really have the angle on him. But that guy in the distance there could have totally beamed him.
Cruise missiles in.
Yeah, I agree, Murik. Just your squad. If not, the player would be fine. I think team-wide is a bit insane, isn't it?
They've got nowhere else.
Then you can just chain.
Final push.
I think we need these. Nope. Those guys, did they just spawn in there? This is very risky. What? Oh, maybe it's gonna pay off. Oh, ladder, ladder. No! The only guy who was looking at me. What did he have there? The Ash 12. Oh, cheers, Pastel. Well, I'm going to make a conscious effort to stream more often. Hopefully most days. If I can, even if I can get on for just an hour,
This is their last
that's
stand.
better than nothing.
Take the sector.
Okay, let's try and throw a little smoke nade up there. Yeah, the movement of the game is also very slow and cumbersome. Like, if you're used to Battlefield 2042, this game is a lot slower. Is there a guy? Oh my god, I just lined up a perfect headshot on that dude. How can you snipe me, bro?
Neutralized.
Yeah, like, it feels like everything takes just longer. It's crouching, mantling, going up ladders, the movement in general, ADSing, it just takes longer. Wait, don't I have some, like, huge so yeah, something like that I can call in. Artillery salvo. I mean, I'm miles away from the missile here, so let's call in this bad boy. Where are they? Are they, like, well, none of them are spotted, so... No! Okay, that guy's got to die. What he did there.
Artillery ready for barrage.
Yeah, get me up, man. No, okay, just run away from me then. Let's see. Where do I want to spawn? Let's spawn here, so I'm sort of safe.
This is their
And then
last stand.
artillery salvo. Thank you very much. Let's just slam it. I don't know the map well enough. I'm like, what are these things? Are these high ground? We want to put it on the low ground. I think there's going to be some guys there.
Artillery cover coming.
Cross your fingers for me, guys. They're also slamming the artillery down on us. Come on, where's my artillery, baby? Oh! There it comes. Okay, great. I didn't get it. Oh, wait, a hit marker. Another hit marker. I think I'm artillerying myself, actually. I ain't letting the plant. Wow, yeah. Guys, I gotta tell you, control is the way to go. It almost completely gets rid of the visual recoil, really. But you just have to be a little bit more slow and methodical. So if you're the kind of player who likes to run and gun, I mean, I just don't really feel like this is the game for running and gunning anyway. It's a little bit more slower than even Battlefield, and it's definitely not Call of Duty. And they are really all looking out of position here. Yeah. Wait, is that guy? No, okay. Overall, if you compare this game to launch 2042, which is better, mind you, not a fan of 2042 even today. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say that this game has stolen many things from 2042, which begs the question, why are people raving about this game when they didn't like 2042 to begin with? And that's a fair question to ask, I think. I might even do a video about that, you know. But I think it comes down to a number of things. Like, first of all, it's free. So, that's a huge thing. I think the general... Let's forget the pink skin that we just saw for now. But I think the general vibe of the game is a little bit more militaristic and, you know, grounded in not necessarily realism, but maybe authenticity. There are some really funky gadgets and stuff in this game as well. There are operators. The vehicles aren't as good though, so that's definitely point Battlefield. I think a lot of it also just comes down to the fact that Battlefield players want a new experience. Like, we've had all the content for 2042. We've been through the life cycle of, you know, I forgot to change the scene back here, guys. Not that it matters much. Yeah, they've been, you know, we've been through the rigmarole, all of the trouble of Battlefield 2042 getting fixed up and that. And now people just want a new experience, and it's way too, wow, way too long until Battlefield 6 or Battlefield 2025, whatever it's going to be called, comes out. And this is a welcome, it's a welcome break, you know. I think there is something to be said from the fact that this game is just new and it's going to have new content. And I believe they've come out and said that they have like a number of, like, look at the accuracy on the thing. A number of seasons already planned. So I think the first 3 seasons, they're ready to go and they can just like drop them for the game. Unlike 2042, which took, how long did it take us to get 1 season? And most of the seasonal content was them reworking the maps that already existed in the game. So much of it comes down to that. Like, do I think this game is going to overshadow the next Battlefield, though? Nah. I don't think so. I think it's going to come out towards the end of this year or next year. You know, people are going to play it just like every new game, and then within 2 to 3 months, the player base will have massively dropped off, and it'll be, you know, I'm sure it'll acquire like a niche, maybe a decently sized audience, maybe like 10,000, 20,000 players, at least on PC, but it's not gonna steal Battlefield's thunder, I don't think. Also, head glitches. Head glitches must be looked into. So, I'm putting it on my list. I have a feedback list here of things I was hoping were going to be fixed in this build of the game, but have not been fixed yet. So, head glitches, AI, vehicles are crap. What else have I whined about? I don't know.
Smokescreen support ready.
We can have a little brainstorm at the end. Yeah, the vehicles are very meh.
Capture this last stand and victory is ours. Artillery cover coming. Get ready to engage.
There's a guy down there, I thought. Oh, yeah, he's prone there. Sneaky bugger.
Artillery cover coming. Get ready to engage. Smoke deployment in progress. Proceed with caution.
Yeah, this weapon really just feels so much more fun to use. Oh my god. There's artillery on us.
Support ready.
Especially with the anti-flinching, right? The more stability you have, that is really going to help you out in firefights. If the guy you're against has a bunch of handling and doesn't bother taking stability, and he's not flinching all over the place, on top of the crazy recoil that he already has, you're probably going to win that firefight, even if his aiming is better than yours. Let's take the ATV.
Capture this last stand and
Okay,
victory is
66
ours.
tickets to go. The ATV feels very slow. I guess, again, I'm used to Battlefield 2042's ATV, but this thing is, it's more similar to how you would actually drive a real ATV on this terrain, I suppose. Oh, this guy's got a nice... Oh! It's getting a bit too hot over there. Come on, auto heal. Can we get up here? I guess not.
This is our do or die moment.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have a few extra rounds there, I'm not gonna lie. I think I may... It feels actually so accurate at the moment, I think I am safe changing to at least a 45 round magazine. Maybe not the drum mag though, because that really does give you a big penalty to your hand, your control and your stability. This game is concepts of 2042, animations of Call of Duty, and the skins of CSGO. I don't know, I think CSGO has a lot better skins. There's definitely some wacky ones. They've actually stolen, they've outright ripped off skins from both 2042 and Counter-Strike.
Cover coming.
I don't remember the names, but how do I get this guy up? F. Yeah, it's certainly a lot slower than Call of Duty. The gameplay, to me, does not feel like COD. You know, I've played the latest COD, what is it, Black Ops 6, and that was not my cup of tea at all. What's one thing that I like about Delta Force compared to Battlefield? Free. There you go.
Artillery cover coming. Get ready to
Does that not count? Does it have to be gameplay related? Okay. The gun customization, I think, is a lot better. Maybe even a bit too good. Maybe a little bit too complicated. And I think they could really improve on the flow of, like, equipping attachments, saving attachments, etc. But they really do go into so much more depth than Battlefield does, explaining
attention all units.
what all the stats in the game do.
Designated sectors. Mission is
I think Battlefield players have wanted that for a long time. There's always been a third-party website having to do it called Simthic. And they really shouldn't have to. Now, with Battlefield 2042, we've got, for anybody who's familiar, we've got Sorrow's Scribbles, which is It's like a huge spreadsheet. Maybe I can actually find it for you guys, yeah. I know some of you guys will know this, but a lot of you won't have seen it before. Oh, I thought I had it. Oh, I do have it, yeah. I've got it bookmarked here. So, like, this dude here, Sorrow, he just made tons and tons of pages here about tier lists for weapons. Of course, I'm not expecting, like, DICE to do that. Every single weapon here has all of the stats. Don't ask me how he actually collects them, but it must have taken a long time and been extremely painstaking. So you can scroll through all of these, go to the RM68, see exactly what weapon, how much damage it does at what range, and yada yada yada. And I kind of wish, like, these things were available in-game. I'm not saying I want DICE to, like, shove them in your face, because a lot of players won't care about these things. They just want somebody to tell them, hey, this is a good gun, this is a good attachment, use this. And, you know, there you go, Bob's your uncle. They don't need to necessarily know why it does what it does. But I would like it. I think a lot of people would like it. Maybe it doesn't have to be as in-depth as, like, Sorrow's stuff is ridiculously in-depth. But maybe some sort of middle ground between those, you know. And I think Delta Force are going in the right direction. There is maybe something to say for simplicity as well. You know, Battlefield, you've just got, what, the 4 slots? You just put something in one of the 4 slots. They've got the plus system as well, which I don't hate. You know, I think the plus system's okay. And again, like, maybe, you know, do we really need, like, 3 of these slots? Do we need 3 slots here for lasers? Probably not. I don't feel like that's really adding anything. They could just, like, what does this do? It gives you 1 handling. How's about we just have 1 of them, and it puts the same cover here on all 3 sides, and then it just gives you 3 handling. That would be better design, surely. Why would you... I mean, okay, fair enough. You can maybe fine-tune this. Maybe I say, well, I want 1 of these that gives me 1 stability, and then I want 1 that gives me control and 1 of the other. But I don't think most players are going to do that. I think most players are just going to say, okay, from this slot, I want control, so I'm putting control in all 3 of them. Again, I'm nitpicking here. I really am. I think the system overall is great, and... like, my biggest gripe with it is that it takes too long to do, like, what I want to do. I feel like I have to set aside, like, a good 10 minutes to actually, like, figure out a build for my weapon and save it and everything, whereas in Battlefield, you can just kind of hop in there, boom, boom, boom. You've changed your loadout, and you can have the plus system, so you can have, like, you know, loadout 2, loadout 3 as a backup thing. So, yeah. That's that. But yeah, so in sort of conclusion here, guys, I'm gonna have to wrap things up here. I think the game this has to be pretty much the exact same build that we got in the alpha test. Nothing, as far as I can tell, nothing has changed. Little caveat, you know, I haven't played any of the game modes here. Oh, we've just unlocked capture. Look at that. I haven't played any of these yet, but we've had Ascension twice, so I don't know if there's any new maps. Maybe they've added new content for the game, but it doesn't seem like they've actually changed anything, you know, rebalanced anything or anything like that. So, yeah, I think they've basically just opened up the build for everybody who hasn't played it before. So if you're somebody who played the heck out of the alpha, is this worth coming back for and trying out? I mean, if you enjoyed it, sure. If you just want to wait for the full release of the game, I think that's probably the play. You know, you're not going to save any progress in this little week-long test here, but you know, it's nice for the people who haven't given it a try. So, I'm going to call it here, guys. I'm going to go make a video on probably some of this stuff that I've been talking about. There are a lot of things I want to see improve in this game. Like, I'm not expecting them to necessarily improve all of them going from an alpha to a beta, which I think we can all agree this is pretty much a beta test. But going into the actual full release of the game, which I think is going to be an earlier access release still, so it's not going to be necessarily a finished game. But there are lots of things I'd like to see them fix. And I don't really know if they're going to. I almost feel as if this is the game we're going to get in early access as well, like when the game actually releases. But hopefully they prove me wrong. Anywho, I got to head off, guys. I got to go make dinner. But as always, thanks for coming by. And I'll see you again in another stream or a video soon.